take this Christmas stuff and put it in one of those empty bins, along with the TV, that little TV.
Oh, wow. Alright. Hold up.
You're not eating anymore. And he's brown. Get out of there! Annoying me today. I don't know why. No, the day before. And that.
Frustrated.
So these Antifa donuts.
That always sounds right.
Let osteoarthritis slow you down. Genical anti-inflammatory can help provide relief with pain and analog collagen. Anti-inflammatory can help reduce joint pain, and feel the difference. So these Antifa donuts have the great idea of fighting back against these racist biker gangs, as they call them. All of us know that these people are cowards. They feel tough in groups. This happened at No King's rally, and they had the fantastic idea of not only calling the bikers out,
Yeah.
but singling out.
I remember your password.
What is it?
Bro, wait. Hold on.
It's no matter how many cans of ass whooping these got here. They never go. Very little preview at the start. First punch is on the right. I think we would all buy that guy a beer because this would so you're going to be fighting all the gangs. Probably wasn't a good idea to mention that. And two, harassing women in the no-go. These guys don't play that. But yeah, it's just normal activity from the peaceful protesters, right? Someone in the comments said Antifa fighting with cops.
Give me roll.
Then when bikers fight back, Antifa wants the cops to do something. If you don't think that, hopefully some people, you can't make them up. Let me know what you guys think. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. And workers, they're probably legal. And they're probably legal. That's very right. He's just bragging about their own game. And he's got a point too. Well, you could have just said I made it. None of this would have happened, would it? How would you guys define or what? Here we go.
And find yourself with the term woman submissive. Okay.
I think that there are genetic or biological characteristics that define a woman. I don't really like the label thing. Is it a tough question? Is it? You know, it's just a woman's have their parts, but like they can do whatever they want to be. Couldn't somebody say it?
Yeah.
But if you want to walk around and you're a woman with a penis, then good for you. I'm a woman. If that's what you feel, then you're a woman, Oh, right. Why is she
It's so brown.
answering that question? I don't know that way. I mean, I just said I'm a woman. I mean, penis. That's the tricky part. I don't like the penis part. Right. It's scary to think that this is all recorded at educated places. These are real people, not NPCs. Scary times.
The only reason society exists is because it is built on the backs of the unpaid and unrecognized labor of women. Sure, men have died in war, men have died in dangerous jobs, and I would argue that if women were in charge, we would have less war and we would have less death. But that's a whole women have basically the war in the last 500 years. Yeah, and you also have to look at who they had as their representatives and for their council, because this has been like highly studied that it wasn't necessarily their individual.
Can you imagine if we had women like, with a nuclear bomb? We would all be cooked. And then everyone upset.
It's brown.
Yeah. Yikes.
Have the privilege of blaming it on someone else and then have to take the fall. So going back to, do you agree that men make this most difficult and needed job? Right.
Oh, it's flat.
How would about men doing the infrastructure job? Logging,
Look at my tail.
trucking.
It's a tail.
The jobs they no, they didn't take over. They took over factory positions. We took over the positions that they were not doing the electrical, they were not doing the
Yeah. My answer is
Well, it's in brown, I guess.
how they got the equality that they can do any job they want, that men do. But they don't want to do it. And they're not doing it. Oh, damn. Wait, what's going on now? I need to make sure that. Yeah. I have a vehicle here, so.
Him on the eye.
Yeah, I don't want to. So you're
Look. Is that alien? Yeah.
Make sure that. Make sure that.
Work for yourself.
Yeah, now you're ready.
Alright, okay.
Back your leg. Make sure that. What do you think I was going to?
I think the US is very worried Iran is imperialist for 9 million people with a long history of struggle against imperial oppression.
Yeah, that's what. Thank you guys for believing me. Oh. I'm sorry, Rose.
He's just asking a simple question, but he's always getting attacked and people saying nasty things to him, the obvious stuff. The only peaceful person in these videos is Nick. The white people constantly telling a black person what to do. Always white people telling a black person what to do. Always. Always white people telling a black person what to do.
You
look funny.
And here.
Great. That's great. I'm still a black person, and white people are telling me what to do. Yeah. about it's America. My people went through a bunch of stuff. My wife was telling me that I can't be in certain places. You just told me, leave. You're asking me. You're asking me. How? How? Because that car was following me for no reason. I didn't come to you. Who cares about a truck? Really? A truck? You're intimidated about a truck.
Oh, so you are.
The truck is pretty bad at creating content. There's only drugs for trucks. No, we don't. This is the thing, what I've learned, all the people that talk about racism, they've got the racism signs, and they're trying to call everyone else racist. Well, in fact, they are literally the people they're describing and labeling everyone else as. They're the problem. Because most normal people don't give a shit. But these people, it's the forefront of their personality in life.
We're so dead.
Yeah, it's all the same stuff. Going and protest outside an ICE facility, attacking people, attacking officers, then when they get dealt with, they're the victim. It's all the same stuff. Why don't she stand up and walk there? Like I would say, if you're going to engage in stupid activities, you're going to meet stupid friends. Yeah, that's a unit right there. Don't use the brain. Just go, mate. Just go. That's a lot of unemployed people.
You're a bit late for that.
This guy's holding the American flag while stopping officers literally trying to protect America. How does that make any sense?
You tell me. I was asking you, idiot. That's why I asked you.
If he just kept going, they would get out of the way. But we'll see here in a second, someone threw their tire at this armored truck. That just sums up the IQ level we're looking at. But they're smacking it, throwing rubbish at it, bits of cardboard. We'll see in a second the tire. What's that going to do? That comes back. Back.
Have you seen that? 160 bucks for that bottle. Holy. Probably won't even be available in Canada.
After doing double that game out of the time, no pipeline service removal, the current diamond. Get out of the way and improve private money from.
What's that, Krista? Anderson? She's in Regina.
On the expedition found address.
Yeah, she's in
The renowned explorer George Mallory was found in 1999.
It's all this mountain.
guarded secrets that
Where's
scientists
she?
and
I don't know.
and the planners dare not speak about.
Well, she's in the treatment center and they know that.
Strange voices are reported echoing through the ice, and unexplained footprints appear where no human should be able to walk. What? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys relax. Daisy.
Put you in your cage.
Cool.
Location of the emergency. Location of the emergency. And when was the last time she was seen?
The body of Nicole Joker Harley Smith is under arrest in abduction and murder of Harley.
The defendant is guilty for
Smith was sentenced to death, but this week a circuit judge ordered that he be given a new sentencing trial. This all stems from a recent Supreme Court ruling requiring juries to be given death. On February 1st, 2004, it was an incredibly packed day in the United States. The Super Bowl called in the biggest audience in history, voiced 90 million people tuned in to watch the New England Patriots beat the Carolina Panthers 32-20. During the halftime break, there was a performance featuring Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. And that moment would later turn into one of the most talked about pop culture events in 2000. For a lot of football fans, the celebration was really just getting started. And suddenly, I called myself wondering, like, wait a second, are the cities where you guys watching from actually football cities? Drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from, what time it is for you right now. I'm genuinely really curious about that. Alright, let's keep going. But over in Sarasota, Florida, the situation was completely different. While all of that was happening, there were massive searches underway for an 11-year-old girl who had vanished without a trace. The truth was about to come out, and it was so disturbing, so deeply unsettling, that it would permanently shatter the lives of the family, the community, the police officers involved, and honestly, it would shake the entire country. Clyde Jane Brewer, born on March 16, 1992, on Long Island, that her parents, Joe and Susan. The following year, they divorced, and Carrie moved with her mom to Sarasota, Florida. Even so, she stayed close to her family back on Long Island, visiting regularly during winter and summer break. She especially loved being there around Christmas time. Later on, Susan remarried.
Oh!
The teachers said she was sweet and charming, and the school people called her a shining light. She absolutely adored her parents. Charlie, the biggest fan of Jennifer Lopez, loved going to the mall and just hanging out with her friends. At Maxwell Middle School, where she was in the 6th grade, Harriet was known for greeting everyone with big hugs and a warm smile. She sang in the choir, was brilliant in sport, and honestly, she was one of those people who genuinely loved to fight. The day before, Harriet spent time at friends' house to leave her sleepover. Around 6:15 p.m., she left the hotel and came out 1 mile away, which was planning to go to Super Bowl with the family. Her friend's phone decided to call Susan just to double check if it was okay for Harriet to walk over by herself. Susan said no, she didn't want the dog to walk along with her, especially since she really had to get permission for Harriet to go alone. Walked it over with her phone.
Why are you so bad, Daisy?
Like, these are not friends. 1 hour later, the report came from 911. Harry was
What was the location of the emergency? And what was the last time that she was no.
But long after, off to the right, actually, they couldn't report that friend. Trying to find out what they're doing. They went door to door and cracked from many people. They also told the friend Harry came to her mother. And the women Harry is dealing with death. Therefore, there had been an argument between her mom and her stepdad. Who Harry wanted to leave her to go home so she could spend time with you. As the news spread, the search efforts kept growing. Police continued working until 3 a.m.
Which ones are yours? Yeah.
By that point, she had been missing.
Are these both yours or is one
She
neighbor?
had last seen the day before.
The grey one's mine.
Everyone expected to see her there, but she never arrived. Once Carrie didn't show up to school, police decided to bring in search dogs to try to pick up their evidence using one of the pillowcases. Police have said through the track the scent to the area behind the car wash, located at 4715 Bridge Road, and that's where the trail suddenly stopped. Police immediately secured the area and spoke with the owner of the car wash, Mike Evans. He told us the property was with security cameras and triggered by motion. Footage from one camera shows a busy main road, but an empty parking lot. Another camera, from a different angle, also didn't capture anything suspicious. Then they checked the camera position behind the car wash.
Yet.
This one was motion activated.
Yet.
And when officers hit play, recording from 6:21 a.m., came up the exact time Harry disappeared. On the screen, a young girl wearing a red t-shirt, blue jeans, and a pink backpack. That was exactly what Harry had been wearing the last time she was seen. Then, suddenly, another person appeared in the frame, a man. He looked to be about 5 feet 8 inches tall, with dark hair and a tattoo on his arm. He was wearing a mechanic's work uniform with a name tag, but the name was too blurry to read. He stopped in front of the girl, and they spoke for a few seconds. Then he grabbed her by the arm and led her away. And then he did that for only a few seconds. It painted a truly disturbing picture. To every officer watching, it was clear that Harry was in serious danger. Harry's stepfather, Stephen, was then asked to come to the police station to speak with investigators.
She started walking down the image. I haven't been work yet. But I got 1 hour here. But yes, okay, right now. Okay.
Stephen explained that he knew right away something was wrong, because Carrie never acted like this. She always told and kept her parents updated where she was and what she was doing.
No.
Based on the photograph, people was quickly ruled out.
Andy.
But then he said something that really happened. He told police that the man was driving along Bridge Road searching for Carrie. He noticed a red pickup truck going back and forth in the area. That same truck was his car. He also said that when he arrived at his friend's house, the exact place Harry had left there was a red pickup truck parked nearby. He was sure it was the same vehicle he'd seen earlier.
What?
The owner of that truck, a man named Ron,
They're not in here. Oh yeah, they are. Oh wait, who are they?
I didn't have one.
I don't get one. I take one. Marcelo. You can have one. Give me.
Oh. So she shoots you again?
That looks like him.
Okay, going up to the chef here. My heart. That was. Yeah. The one that worked here at night was there's no way except that I'm stuck. No way. I'm not going no. And we can pass the terrifying where it was. It's point.
Police contacted one of the work the problem of the work. I'm factored up as well. Because despite everything, Rob was officially ruled out as a suspect. But that only meant one thing: investigators still had no idea who the video was or where he had been targeted. The footage was also shown to the but she could recognize my eyes and the community. It was terrifying. Joe points out that people had been less than 300 feet away from where the abduction happened. It happened in broad day. A reward of $25,000 announced that any information that helped catch the offender. Police decided to go back and review the surveillance one more time, looking for any extra detail they might have missed. When they rewound the video slightly, they noticed something new: a pale yellow 1992 Buick Century station wagon pulling into the parking lot just 3 minutes before Carly's station. Then the Buick pulled back out onto Bridge Road, slowed down right next to the car wash, and turned in. Finally, that gave investigators a new lead. The search continued. A lot of people got involved. Missing child flyers were posted on poles and handed out to anyone walking by. The community was completely determined they weren't going to overlook a single detail. The mayor even called Carly child Sarasota. They were not going to stop until she was found. Carly's mother, Susan, then spoke to the press conference.
I want to speak directly to my party. She said, I love you. I have my phone on at all times. I'm begging, I'm pleading, please help bring my daughter home.
The father added, Carrie, if you could hear this, your mom is at home, and she's waiting for you. Dave Carly's face. Then, one of them watching the news, saw the surveillance video in the car wash. She called her husband over so he could see it too. And almost immediately, they both came to the same realization. They recognized the man. It was her former business partner.
I worked with him at a repair shop, so I knew exactly how he looked, sneakers, the haircut, the way he walked. And when I saw him reach toward that little girl, it hit me. That's the same way he used to reach for his tools. I recognized it instantly. I knew it was him.
Her husband called the police and gave the man's name and address to Detective Vincent Weaver. Detective Weaver, along with another officer, drove to that address in an unmarked vehicle and met up with 2 additional officers. The neighbor told them someone was definitely home. The officers knocked on the front door and waited. No one answered. One of the officers then called the supervisor of the guy. That's when they learned something important. The man they were there was actually on probation. He had already violated probation conditions twice in the past, but had not been sent back to jail. After that, they contacted the probation officer and asked them to come to the house. The man he agreed to go inside. And then he was standing right there in front of Joseph D. Smith, 37 years old, a father of 3, originally from Brooklyn. Joseph Smith had a long criminal record and was unemployed in Paris. He had at least 13 arrests in the state going back to 1993, including charges related to heroin possession and prescription drugs. He had served 17 months in custody, and just 8 days after his release, he was arrested again, this time for cocaine possession, and sentenced to 3 years of probation. In the past, he had also been arrested, charged, and later acquitted in a case involving kidnapping. Very recently, he had violated probation again.
Yeah, that is a cheat, because you're waiting in the event waiting for a kill, and that's a cheat. You can't do that.
After more than 800 tips police received after releasing the surveillance footage of Carly's abduction, several people had also called in, saying they believed the man in the video was Joseph Smith. Joseph drove a brown Lincoln, not the Buick station wagon that he had seen on Bridge Road, stopping at car wash before turning in. While this was work by the owner, two detectives sat down and spoke with Joseph Smith. They asked him what he had been doing on the day Harley disappeared and whether he had been in the parlor. He said he had not. One officer then asked to take a closer look at his tattoos. At that point, Joseph asked why they were even there and why they were walking there. They explained that they were investigating a child abduction. He said he didn't understand what they were talking about, so they showed him a still image of the surveillance video. That looks like me, but it's not me, he said. Joseph agreed to let officers search his car when the room rented. He didn't seem nervous and was cooperative and thankful. During the search of his room, nothing connecting him to Carly was found. However, officers did discover a mechanic style working with a name badge on the chest. They also searched his vehicle and found drug paraphernalia inside. Because of that, Joseph was arrested for violating the terms of his probation and for possession of drug paraphernalia. While the brown Lincoln was being searched, one of the homes where Joseph rented his room arrived from her name, Naomi. She showed up driving a yellow Buick station wagon. Officers asked her if she knew anything about where Joseph had been on the day Harley was last seen. Naomi said that around 6:30 p.m., Joseph had been on the phone thinking with his straight one.
Yeah. So you see how much their BTS is are.
Again, investigators found themselves right back where it was. Away.
More than that. And you're in